Welcome to Pointer. Today we're going to explore iterating polygons. So let's begin by going off this null. The null is there just as a placeholder, and I'm going to replace that with a polygon. The polygon is just a triangle in this case, and that's great. But what happens if I want to have the polygon here? Well, then I could just say, all right, use the points, and the points that I've got in mind are pointer $x $points. Commit. All right, great. And I can add another point. Problem with this is that I want to have more than one polygon. So if I want to have a second polygon, if I add another point, that doesn't do it. I need to add another row, or I need to add another variable and then do polygon number, like call it y, and then do pointer $y, and that's messy. So let's add another row to the tibble, and that can be done either by typing in the new row or by doing a split. If I do a split, that's this button down here, it creates another matrix. Now I can create, whoops, what happened? Well, the polygon did pointer $points x. I now want to have, say, the first one and the second one, so that, okay, this point doesn't actually modify the polygon. Commit. Okay, so now I add the points, and then I would have to do polygon points $points bracket 2. That's ugly. I could iterate by doing an lapply, but probably the easiest and sneakiest way of doing this is to just blow this all off and do a p map polygon pointer $x polygon, which will tell me to do a parallel map across the tibble, doing across each row of the pointer $x, apply the polygon function. Now when I do that, well, okay, it gave me a fill of black by default. I could change that fill to red, but if I want to have a different fill for each polygon, I need to be a little bit more careful. What I would like is I would like to have another column in my tibble. If I look at the tibble like this, I could add another column by adding another row and saying fill equals, but that's kind of messy and ugly, and I hate typing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another column by clicking here and saying the column is going to be called fill, and the value is going to be, let's say, green. Commit. Okay, now I have a polygon with a fill of green, and I want this to be colorable. And I'm going to select this guy, and I'm going to say, okay, let's make this color pink. So now I can start adding polygons at will. Let's go over here. Let's go back to points, split. I get another polygon. it's taking the color of the last one by default. If I want to change that color, I have to go over to fill and click on this and say blue. And now I can keep on going. Add another polygon. Whoops, split. Let's make that one yellow. Then we'll add another polygon. Whoops. Let's kill that and split. And let's make this overlap like this. Now, if I want, I can make polygon 2. Okay, let's go back to fill. If I do this, whoops, control shift. Okay, shift. Now I've collected 2 of them. These 2 are selected. If I hit this, it will change the color to the last one. Okay, or the selected one. So I can start changing colors around. You'll notice that, okay, I'm on polygon number 2 right now. Let's go over to the points, go to matrix mode. Number 2, I can move that over to here. And now I can bring the number 2 to the top by pulling it there, and now that polygon is at the top. I'm going to change the fill there just to make it more apparent what I'm looking at. Let's get it a black. Okay, so that's at the top. If I move it here, I've moved it underneath. Okay, so I can rearrange the polygons, and when I say to the top or underneath, what we're really doing is we're rearranging the rows of the tibble, and the first row is the first polygon laid down. The second one is the second. The last one is here, and that's the one that we're current is the 5th row. And if I move this, say, to the bottom, that 5th row then becomes the first row in the tibble, but it's at the bottom of the list. So the bottom is up here and the top is down here. Okay, and this is a way to copy. All right, that's enough for polygons. I hope you enjoyed this and have a nice day.